Okay, quick sound check and we'll get underway. All right, looks like we are good to go. I'll just pull up my checklist of awesomeness and we will get this bad boy started. Welcome. If you are not familiar with the stream, I'm True Project OMR Gaming. My actual channel is just True Project OMR, where I make covers, original music, etc., fun stuff all around. What we're doing, if you're not new, or if you are new to this stream, is my wife has this awesome opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, really, to go with her choir, the Morris Park Singers, to perform at Carnegie Hall in New York City. That's going to happen in January. Good news is, obviously, they are invited out to perform. The bad news is they each individually have to make their own money to be able to get out there and back. So, with no financial backing, that's where I come in. The stream here is to help raise awareness about what she is going to be accomplishing, as well as hopefully raising a little bit of money so that way that financial burden is either significantly reduced or it goes away completely. Either way, if you are able to donate, wonderful. If you can't, do not feel bad. There's no obligation to do so at all. You can just come in, watch me die, and say, hey, True Project OMR, you suck. Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha. And you're old, or something like that. I don't know how to do insults. I'm not very good at it. Either way, if you can't donate, but you still feel like doing something, you can share the stream so that way we can get more eyes on the cause and perhaps build up more donations that way. Either way, your attention to the stream and to the cause is very much appreciated. Now let me get a swig of my tasty beverage. Man, I'm still full from dinner. My wife took me out to a place called Shamrocks. They ended up having, I don't ever remember their burgers being that good, but man alive, it was so good tonight. I made the mistake of getting a burger that was kind of a double-decker. Couldn't even fit into my ginormous mouth. It was insane. Haven't had a burger that big for ages. And my age is starting to show because, unfortunately, you know, I finished it without regrets, but I was hurting for a good 5 minutes before I got up, walked around, had a cigarette, did my thing. Whew. That was, it was big. Anyway, we got a couple things we got to get here at the Great Bridge before we head off and do other stuff. Ouch. Give me 1 second. I always like clearing my throat or coughing when the thing is on mute, so that way I don't blast your ears with that stuff. Okay, first thing we're going to do is go behind this tower over here. Over by the swords, we can pick up a new Ash of War, and I will use my favorite spell to be able to take this bad boy out. Let's give him a little Kamehameha. And now we got Craigblade, which is actually pretty decent. We have our bow on, we have our arrows reach talisman on. Will we be able to hit him from here? Let's do a mighty shot to figure that out. So kind of get his head right in the crosshairs there. And kaboom. Okay, definitely can't one shot. Is he going to hit me? Nope. How about you, sir? Yep. See, they're too far away from me. Come on, put your shield down, sir. It wasn't that bad. Sir, put your shield down. The other guy's just sleeping. Don't mind me. There you go, Buster. Say goodnight. And now there are a couple ladders you could take going up. Now at the top of this tower, you will have the arrow sting talisman, which will increase the amount of damage that your arrows do. Now when you get up here, there's like 2 or 3 people, so... Oh, well... There we go. Ha 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 ha. Went off without a hitch. And there it is. Arrow Sting Talisman. Raises attack power of arrows and bolts. So if you decide to go through with bows or crossbows only, that will be your bread and butter for causing a little bit more damage. And there's nothing else up here. What do you have to say, though? Didn't expect futility. I don't believe it. Oh, I don't believe it. I will give you a pity vote, sir. Or ma'am. Perfect. We are now... Oh, yeah. Now we're going to be getting the good stuff. I think, however, before I do anything else, we do need to come up here. I don't have the torch. I don't think I have the torch. Let's check. Arrows. Oh, wait, here we go. Steel wire torch. Nope. So there's a torch we can get from one of the shopkeepers in this region. And I know this will be kind of out of order for me, but I would much prefer to have the beast repellent torch so that way I can just go through relatively unscathed. Those big dogs and birds get on my nerves after a little bit. Let's get a little bit more sunlight under our belt. And it's just a quick ride up and around this way. Now you do need to be careful. Big mud over there. We should be okay. Nobody chased us. We're not utilizing any of our stamina. Alright, let's talk to this big boy right here.
Well, it's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here?
Okay, so, oh yeah, we can use that. I'm not going to get those yet. Arrows, we can re-up on those. Beast repellent torch. Torches such as these were used to keep unwelcome beasts away from the treasure troves hidden in caves.
Have a safe journey.
I will do that, sir. Don't you worry. As a matter of fact, because I know I'm outside of the purvey of my walkthrough as of this moment, let's see if I can't upgrade my weapons or my spirit ashes.
I took you no matter. Lay out your arm.
Lay out your arms. Let's see here. We want to up our moon veil. It's kind of an even trade-off if I think about it. So I'll keep going with that. I can upgrade those. We need more smithing stone 5s. And we're getting very close to the, I mean, like super close to the point where we're going to be getting Night Comet along with a pretty nice staff for it to use. But here's what we're going to do first. I promised you guys I was going to die a lot. And I haven't done that yet. I hear a scarab. There you are. Oh, get back here. There we go. We got Sky Shot. Not like it's a big deal or anything like that, but now let's get ready, because this is going to be a very tricky battle for me here. I need my buckler. Really don't need anything else because this boss hits like a ton of bricks. And I know I'm going to die here. So when the rune arc runs out, I'm not even going to re-up it. And I shouldn't need to, because everything I'm using is pretty much intelligence-based. As soon as that merchant disappears, it's game on. Do that. We'll take those off. All right, here we go. How many deaths do you think I'm going to encounter here? I'm going to say about 30. Oh, bad. One. I anticipated it, and I started freaking out. So that was on me. And just to make sure that we are, 50, 40, 22, 16, 18, and 60. Perfect. Only thing we can't use is a miracle that we have equipped. No, I didn't want to wait until morning. You eat it. All right, that's one. If I go beyond 30 deaths, I will stop and I will continue on with the walkthrough, I promise. But I promised you guys lots of deaths. There you go. Oof. Ugh. I'm not doing terrible, but I'm gonna die. I thought I rolled into that, but good. Okay. I keep mistiming that. Okay. God, this guy's beefy. Stay close. One. I'm gonna get close and then I'm gonna die. You watch. Oh. Did it again. Okay, there's number 2. It's funny. I ended up posting on Facebook that the walkthrough was going to go live. It said part 21, and I ain't dead yet. Huzzah! And that's 2 times within the first little bit of this walkthrough. Decent start. Okay. Doing good. How am I going to screw this up? Back up. Go. Ooh. Was late on that. Ugh. Number 3. If I wasn't late on the button press for that parry, I would have been good. Now it's just going to get stuck in my head. Alright, pass the time until nightfall. Same thing as before. Okay, here we go. Let's get a rhythm. Oh, yeah, that's right. Can't do that with his overhanded. Too late. What was that, number 4 now? Yeah, we're number 4. This might be the entire portion of the playthrough for tonight if I'm not careful. That's what I'll do instead. Less predictable this time, sir. I don't like that. Oh, I could. Okay, halfway there. Of course. Dang it. Yeah, he was being way less predictable that time. This guy just hits like a friggin' tank. Okay. Try this again. I know I pressed the button on that. Okay. Position going that way. Really? Over halfway there. What are we going to do to screw it up? Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This is as far as we've ever gotten. Maybe one or two more parries. Is that it? That's the question. That's it? I am satisfied with that. I will take that win. I will definitely take that win.
Back unusual to this.
That was something I didn't anticipate to do. God, I'm having a stroke, I swear to God. Until a little bit later down the walkthrough.
Have a safe journey.
Yes, I will have a safe journey. You have a safe something yourself, sir. Let's get that back up and running. And now that I have a torch, God dang it. Sometimes my phone is being real silly with. There we go. Now, actually, before we do any of this, beast repellent torch. And we stay at medium load. Let's get our flasks. I kind of want to play it safe because we are going to be going to, this area in here. So we'll be coming here. There's a shack over here that we're going to stop off at. Talk to him a couple times, reload the area. He's going to give us something else. And then the first plan is to not go through this archway, but down the side here. And there is a side of grace over here that we can hit. So we are going to hit that. And we're going to come up here. Now, we'll just get to it. It's kind of stupid to explain it when you're going to be seeing it anyway. Plus, it takes up way too much of the time just not doing anything. Excuse me. Wait until morning, and then we're going to aim ourselves right at the gate over there. Before you do, Perfect. And there's the notice. It'll say, stop at the shack. And this is what we're talking about. That dog will see you, but he won't touch you.
Oh, a pleasure to see you. I am Gari, a great sage. In my day, anyway. I'd hoped to ask a favor when one of your ilk came along. A strapping young tarnished, able to cross the scarlet swamp of Aeonia. Don't fret, I'll provide fine recompense. Should you accept, I will teach you the secret of Celia, the town you see there.
See, I already know the secret.
Ah, then you are willing to lend a hand, are you? I need your help to heal a certain young girl. Her name is Millicent. You will find her beyond Celia, resting at the church atop the cliff, stricken by the rotting sickness.
Dog, I need you to go away, sir.
You found the unalloyed gold needle. As promised, I've detailed the secret of Celia right here. Go on. Now let me have a look at the needle. Well, this is a marvel indeed. The work of a true artisan. A meticulous, bold craftsman who grasps the essence of life. Can you give me some time with this? As well made as it is, it won't be much use snapped in half, will it? Can you give me as well made?
Alright, now we can reload the area. And that'll do two things. That will keep the dog from being dumb. And we can talk with Gowrie again.
I have awaited your return. The needle is repaired. Will you give it to the girl? I will reward you in kind. Millicent tended to by the witless pests who worship her, or rather her rotting sickness, as a god. A wretched fate, indeed. The poor girl, she never wished for any of this.
Perfect.
Do you find it peculiar that I would show such concern for the girl? Well, I'm the one that found her, a mere babe in the swamp of Aeonia. She is one of my dear daughters. But the rotting sickness erodes one's memory. I doubt that she remembers the first thing about me. Oh, I must be getting old. I didn't always worry so much. Now, all you need to do is deliver the needle to Millicent. She's convalescing. Do so.
Yep, you've already said all that. So, now that we are through speaking with him, first thing we're going to do, like I said, there is a doorway leading that way. And if you ended up wanting to see this, the note he gave you, it says, the town of Celia hides the source. Light 3 flames atop the candle towers to break the seal. That's all the secret is. There we go. Go. And you can see the site of Grey Steel over here. So let's stop and give that a little hoot and holler. You want to come over here for some spirit ashes. And a lot of times, if people do speed runs or they want a fast start, they come here for these because these things can end up giving your opponents Scarlet Rot. And you've heard me moan about Scarlet Rot quite a bit. Something that you do not want on your dude unless you have any kind of things that you can cure it with. Now we're going to go through Celia a little bit differently. Sometimes I like to rush it because I just don't want to put up with all the magic casters there. However, because I also don't want to put up with them when I'm going up the towers, I'm going to try my best to clear out as much of the riffraff as possible. There we go. You can just go... Oh. As much of this as you can clear out. Because I'm telling you, when you go along and you're doing all this stuff, you're going to be very sad if you're doing something and they're just interrupting the absolute bejesus out of you. Those aren't the kind of mushrooms we want, but that's okay. Get this guy a hug. Get the red man painting, as long as we are here. Ooh, glintstone staff, yay. And Terror is here to say hi. Say hello, everybody. It is Terror, my orange cat. Is the main street pretty much good here? Oh, you tried. And my cat now has my left arm pinned. Oh, I hear somebody. No, sir. Perfect. We like being able to... Ooh. Now you're all coming out, huh? And that's what I was afraid of. And that's the reason why we are clearing this out as much as possible. No, you don't. Knock it off. Okay. I think I'm actually good with what I have equipped for now. Clear out these back streets as much as possible now, too. There we go. I can see you. Thanks for the drugs, sir. There's somebody else over there because there's something breaking. Yep. And a little bit of Moonveil to bonk him down a little. It's one of the reasons I really appreciate Moonveil. Oh, puppy. So, okay, and up here, there are more back in that corner. Is there anybody else back here? Yes, there is. See, the less of those jerks that we have to deal with on the ground, the easier it's going to be for us up in the clouds, so to speak. Is there anybody else? We'll do a quick little patrol. How about up here? Okay. Wow, I seriously got a health refill? That's a good sign, because usually if you get a flask refill, that means that you have cleared the camp of a certain group or everybody. All right, come up here for a golden seed. Hooray. Now from here, take a look around. See those big steeples? Those are what we have to light. And every time you light one, there's a door down below that unlocks. And once we get all of them unlocked, we're going to go around and collect everything. And once we do, we're going to have my preferential strongest spell for the rest of the game. Which is another reason why I ended up getting 60 intelligence before I even got here. Give me 1 second, though. Don't know why it keeps logging me out, but it keeps logging me out. That's okay, though. I don't... Okay, that's not an enemy over on the right, but I know that I want to get after I light that. The first thing we're going to do is just going to come down here on this branch, and we're going to double jump up to the very first of our beacons to light. Number 1. Okay, before we go any farther, let's jump over to the roof. Let's come down here, and we're going to get the Staff of Loss. We're going to need that. I'm pretty much going to have that situated in my left hand, as long as it is the weaker of the wands that we can, or stabs that we can use. Okay, there's also that bad boy right there that we need to take care of. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can see right on my hat is a scarab. If you have problems getting onto this portion of the roof, kind of jump on that chimney. You don't have to push forward, you just have to double jump. Now, can I hit you from here? That's the question. We can, and I wasted a little bit of magic doing that, but that is okay. We'll be over to get you in just a little bit. Get on your horse. Get yourself a respectable lead. Boom. We doing good. Okay, anybody else that we can take out from here? I don't think so. Nobody on those rooftops. Oh, I know you're over there, sir. I get it. You're not really moving, though. Okay. He might have come off the roof, and I might have already offed him. Got him. Got the double slash. And we can use our horse to get over here and light the second beacon. If anything, while you're watching these playthroughs, you can be like, well, this is quite boring, so maybe I can use it to get to sleep. In which case, it will be a successful stream either way. There, we got a stone sword key. There's one more item to get on the rooftop behind that beacon over there. I hate it when he hops off like that. So I've done that where I've actually jumped off the dang roof. Okay. And then there's just that over there that we got to pick up, and then we can hit up the good stuff down on ground level. Nothing in there we got to worry about, nothing there we got to worry about. We can come down. Our first chest. Imbued sword key, which we will use to access the last of the towers over in Liornia. Oh yeah, we cleared this place out real nice. Chest number 2 should be right here. That's, yeah. Say hello to your new best friend as a magic user. Now the third one should be over here. Perfect. In terms of, I got that. Tear Scarab. Got it. Yep, we are ready for the next part of this. When I go through the checklists, it's to make sure that I get the items that I think somebody would be interested in. Unfortunately, I did that for the whole dang thing. Now, let's get things kind of readjusted over here. Night Comet fires semi-invisible magic comet. The sorcery can be cast repeatedly and while in motion. Charging enhances potency. The Celian sorcerers were assassins, and it is said that they often hunted their fellows. So, one of the cool things about this spell is that obviously when you see me beating up on somebody and I cast a spell, sometimes they'll dodge out of the way, or they'll run out of the way, and it'll just completely miss them, and it can get frustrating if you are trying to do whatever for that. However, with Night Comet, because it is quote-unquote semi-invisible, when you fire it, the computer doesn't, or the AI doesn't pick up on the fact that you fired off a spell, and it just keeps walking towards you. Which means anytime you cast it, it's basically a guaranteed hit unless they are in crazy motion already. And the reason we're putting the Staff of Loss in our left hand is because the staff in the right hand will still benefit from said bonus. All right, down here. And there is a boss over here, as well as a potentially awesome new staff. So now it's time to test out how strong this spell is at 60 or 65 intelligence. Let's go. Put you up for distraction. Refill. Oh my god. Oh. That is ridiculous. Let's charge it up. That is ridiculous. Oh my god, that is ridiculous. I love it. And this quite possibly has the potential to make it even more powerful. The only drawback to Lusat's Glintstone Staff is that it consumes additional magic points, or FP, or whatever you want to call it. So, really good stuff. If you want to use that, go for it. I'm probably going to use it for a little bit. But not before we go back and upgrade it a little. But don't worry, you might fall behind a little bit on upgrades if you waste stones on things that you don't think you're going to need.
I took you no matter. Lay out your own.
But with the bell bearings that we can get and turn in for regular stones and somber stones, you'll be able to get every stone that you can think of, with the exception of the final upgrade one, available for purchase. Staff of Loss does not need upgrading, because that's just going to be in our left hand. And this is what we want to upgrade here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we don't have enough. That is okay. That's a 251. That's a 243. But again, it still enhances the power of all your sorceries regardless. And it's only another 8 power below. So we'll keep it. I'm fine with that. Next up, let's go back here to the 4 belfries. If you remember correctly, we have an imbued magic key that we can use. And that's the last one we can use up. For this stage of the game, the talisman that we are about to receive from this doorway is actually pretty nice. Kaboom, and step on through. Yes, this place is, to me, as intimidating as it looks. However, this is just a short stop-off. You don't have to worry too much about enemies here, but you do have to worry about a couple just a little further down. So what you want to do is jump there. Go ahead and jump there. And you are now in prime position to snipe. What I think I'm going to do is send one charge, and then the rest will go rapid fire. There we go. That works out beautiful. Ooh, you're a big boy. Oops. Alexa, stop listening. My TV has a mind of its own. Oops. Yeah, see, it ran off on me. Say goodnight. There we go. Should not be any more enemies that we have to worry about. It looks like a far cry, or it looks like a far drop down, but let's go ahead and do that. And what we need should be off on the left. And there is our last prize, the Pearl Drake Talisman. Boosts non-physical damage negation. The ancient dragons who ruled in the prehistoric era before the Erd Tree would protect their lord as a wall of living rock. And so it is that the shape of the dragon has become symbolic of all manner of protections. So it doesn't just guard one thing. It doesn't just guard spells. It doesn't just guard whatever. It guards against everything. That's really nice. So, now that that is taken... God, I hate it when they do that. They're out there playing with sirens just because, I don't know. They do that around this neighborhood. They're goofy. Okay, let's go on up and find Millicent, as Gowry instructed us to do. To get there, where are we here? Celia Backstreets. Give me, ow. 1 second. It's again wait until morning so that way you guys aren't seeing me play in the dark here. There we go. Now when you go up this path, it's going to wind. So you're going to go that way, then back up that way. There are two instances where something, and I still haven't figured out what, is going to send two large-ass bowling balls after you. And their tracking is absolutely friggin' atrocious. So here is fine. It's the next hill. Yeah, right there. Go around it. Okay, and see how quick that comes at you? God, mighty man. Gonna come around here to the side. Oh, that's right. We already had this. 'Cause I'm an idiot.
Who's there? Well, my flesh.
We already went through this. Now that you have the unalloyed gold needle, you want to give it to her.
You ask that I stab myself with the needle to quell the scarlet rot. But how? Never mind. I've decided I would rather trust you than simply continue to spoil from within. Would you mind averting your eyes for a moment? Well, that was easier than expected. But why do I feel so...
It's alright, lady. Get some sleep. You're already missing an arm. You need some rest. Alright, let's reload this area. Very good. She'll pop back up like nothing ever happened.
I hoped to see you again. My apologies for when last we met. I fainted before I could even thank you. Everything is as you said. Since inserting the needle, the scarlet rot has ceased to writhe. Even the nightmares have abated. And now, though I can scarcely believe it myself, I can move as I please. Not that I could ever truly repay you, but I would like you to have this. By way of thanks. A token though it is.
A prosthesis wearer heirloom.
I'm considering leaving. On a journey, with the needle buried in my flesh. I've started to recall, but dimly, my destiny. It's all thanks to you. My name is Millicent. I pray fate permits us meet again.
Trust me, it will.
I'm considering leaving with the needle, my destiny.
Okay, yeah, we already heard that. Okay. Let's rest up here. Okay, I think this is good for what I'm looking for. 6 health, 5 magic. I could do 5 and 6 or 4 and 7 if I really want to push it. I don't know why I always have a problem with that, but here we go. Let's just do 4 and 7 just to see where we're at. Okay, our next destination is up on that hill. We are going to go around a certain way here. Because up in this graveyard is a heavy hitter. These guys have never attacked me out here before. I'm surprised. Come on, sir. Here we go. Now, before I was so rudely interrupted, there's a graveyard up here. And in it is a heavy hitter of a mage. We want to sneak up on him and do whatever we can to get as many good hits on him as possible. There we go. Excuse me. And give him a hug. Ooh, this guy beefy. Perfect. Great. Thanks for the club. Anyway, we're done there. Come up back here. Oh, what is this? I do believe we require a lantern. Get a quick drink in there. Now, this cave is a little different because we will be coming back here, but right now we're just going to clear it of its main boss. We can get a couple things down here. We can get crystalline ashes, which are spirit ashes, or we can, well, not or, and we can get a crystal spear. But then we have a trio in the bottom that we have to take care of. We also need to make sure we have the proper, I mean, that's as good as we're going to get. All right. This is going to be a little weird. Mostly because I always get turned around. All right, doing good there. Yes, we will pick up. I can hear you. Not a good day for you. There we go. Ooh, I got a text from my buddy. They canceled the last inning of his little one's baseball game because of lightning. Yeah, we got kind of opened up on tonight. We were in St. Paul. I was lucky enough where after supper, again, wife took me out to Shamrocks. It started clouding up real quick. So we got back to the car, had myself a cigarette, got in, and just about 30 seconds after we started driving, it opened up. It was not good. Okay. Over here first. I am hearing so much stuff in these headphones that it scares the absolute crud out of me. Pain in the butt. Hello, Mr. Snail. One of them out before. I can see you. There we go. I don't want to try down yet. I figure once I can clear this place of its boss, then I have no problem doing what I need to do. But in the meantime, did I just come from here? Yeah. I made that harder on myself than it needed to be, but that's okay. I have a nasty habit of doing that anyway. Okay, careful as we go. Careful as we go. Kamehameha. Oh, that's not good. Alright, got them all. Crystalline ashes. You always got to check. There we go. Let's go back this way first. The spear I'm not going to miss. I know it's behind a wall. I know that there's something to do about that. However, I'm probably in the wrong section anyway. One second. Okay, I'm back. There are a couple more snails in here. There's one, two, could have sworn there was, ow. Yeah, there was four. And there is a Steak America here. Yep, they ain't lying. Because this is where it's going to start sucking a little bit. I am very much underpowered for this. But we have a Steak America and one brain cell, so we should be okay. Let's drink this up. My boy is not doing well over there. Ouch. There you go. that their stance kind of gets broken whenever they shatter. Not a good day. That's cleared out. We got a new spell. I am not looking for that spear as of yet. I can go back and check it in another practice run if push comes to shove and you really want it, but I'm just not feeling going for that spear, especially when I'm not even going to use it. All right. So now that that's done, we now have the Celia Hideaway on lock, and we can transport anywhere, which is excellent. We want to go back to Gowry's shack. Oh, for God's sake. Let's get our moon veil back on. And actually, not moon veil. We're going to use the beast propeller torch. I did this to test the torch last time, but you don't really need to. As long as you give Puppy a wide berth, give him his personal space, don't get in his bubble, he should be okay.
Oh, hello again. Something about this place felt familiar to me, so I decided to pay a visit. Hoping to find someone here, but I've only found emptiness. Perhaps before my departure, I needed someone to say farewell to. Well, never mind that. I must focus on my journey, for which I have you to thank. I must stay strong. Well, I must.
All right, now if you reload the area, you'll get Gowry again.
Thank you kindly for giving the needle to Millicent. Now she too can begin her journey and stare her fate straight in the eye. You've been a saint through and through. As thanks, I vow to impart to you my knowledge of the lost sorceries of the Celians. Oh, you noticed, did you? Indeed, Millicent did visit this hovel of a home. It seems the memories eaten away by the rotting sickness yet remain, but faintly. However, she has no need of me anymore. No, she must embark on her journey and stare her fate in the eye. I mustn't impede. As I've aged, I've found the best way to aid the young is to be forgotten.
All right, and he has a couple spells here that you can add to your repertoire. Night Shard, which kind of acts like Night Comet, it's just a weaker version. And then Night Maiden's Mist. If used right, I've seen people use that to great effect, but I'm dumb. I can't get it to work as well as they can. And he has no more to say. So, with that being covered, we are about to do two big things. And I think you know where they're going. The first kind of takes place back up here. Only this time, we are heading on the upper path. Really? Alright, working our way downtown. Blah, blah, blah. Do-do-do. Ba-do-do-do-do-do. Over and in here, you are going to get assailed by a couple of wizards. Here we go. Ouch. Not this time. God, I hate those guys so much. Absolute pain in the buttholes. Alright, on the way up, you'll probably run into a couple of rams. You might as well do the job beforehand because they will come after you like mad. Look at that. Rams can be jerks in this game, man. Hello, sir. Oh, you're okay. Sorry about that. You'll respond when I sit down anyway. And over here... two night comments and he's already done. I love it. There we go. Eternal darkness. I think just for the next fight we are going to downgrade to the meteorite staff. Get ready, because we are about to get stomped. Welcome to the Grand Festival. Alright, we're an hour and a half in, so this will be the last thing I do. For tonight, anyway. We get to go up against one of my favorite characters in this game, if not the series of Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Sekiro and all those combined.
Ah, there you are. Took your sweet time. The players are all made up and waiting for the curtain. Let's give them a show to remember, eh? Just don't you go dying on me. For Rani's sake, too. Once more into the fray together, eh? This might even be fun.
Yes, it will. Let's go say hi to this lady over here. A nice, polite bow gesture. Very nice. Anybody else over here that we're missing? Oh.
Welcome! The stars have aligned! The festival is nigh! Radan, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you. Champions, prepare for battle! Defeat the general, claim glory, and grab that great rune! A celebration of war! The Radan Festival!
General Radon is such a badass. Anyway, hey, it's my pot buddy.
Ah, you came. How delightful. Indeed, I thought I might find you here. By the by, do you know for whom this festival is being held? Well, it is none other than General Radon himself. To think, I could face a great champion of the Shattering, a demigod in the flesh. Oh, God. In truth, I quiver at the thought. Such is his frightful repute. But the fear simply assures me the ordeal is worth undertaking. Be sure to get a good vantage, my friend. I, Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow to unflinchingly brave this ordeal. Be sure to get a good eye.
Very good. All right. Let's go up and talk to the man himself. We'll get some background, and then we are going to go fight another of the great rune bearers.
Are you good and prepared, young chum? The festival begins.
Ready as I'll ever be. Story
Before
time.
we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture. General Radon is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog. Howling at the sky. But now, we must make merry.
O gathering of champions, the revels begin. The celebration of war. The Radan Festival.
This is it. We're going to come up here, and don't forget to pick up an item. Perfect. This is going to be interesting. I usually die more than a few times to this guy, so this could take a little bit. Hopefully, it's not as bad as the bell-bearing hunter at the beginning of the episode. That would suck. And if you're wondering, yes, that whole lower landmass down there, that is a battlefield. You about to have a bad time. When we get in, the first thing I'm doing is running away. And if I see him walking away, okay, yeah, he didn't fire anymore. Oh, never mind. Ouch. Yeah, see, he's not even firing at me anymore. Let's summon everybody we can. Hitting them very much. Flyer now. Oh god! Oh! That was bad timing on my part. Demigod has been felled. We get a remembrance. And we can breathe easier. Ooh, cutscene. A red mark was made on the map. Well, let's just check it out. Where in the world could the red mark... Oh. Over by Fort Height. We will definitely need to check that out. Alright, next, let's go back up here. There's the Site of Grace. Talk to a couple people, and that's where we will probably end it. Blythe. What's up, dude? You made it.
Ah, good. I was waiting for you. Oh, what a sick way to fight, eh? The glory of the clash is shared. By Radahn. And you. And digit falling star right before our eyes. I can't fathom how Radahn was holding back something of that scale. He was a living legend if ever I saw one. And the path has now been cleared. To Nokra, where Rani's fate will be decided. Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. We'll take up our swords once more. For Mistress Rani. Let's meet where the falling will go into. My only purpose is the curtains right.
And then our poor little jar buddy over here.
Ah, hello there. It was a battle marvelously fought. You are well and truly a champion, friend. I, on the other hand, am nothing but a crock. One hit was all it took to crack me, and for my insides to come spilling out. After that, I hid like a coward, and as such, I can hardly stand to face one such as you.
Don't be so hard on yourself, buddy. That was a tough fight.
But don't you think I've given up just yet. As luck would have it, there's a veritable mountain of warriors' bodies right here. If I can just squeeze this bunch down inside me, I'll be a mighty warrior again in no time. And you know, the bodies found here are exceedingly fine. Who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering? The greatest of all wars. Just you wait and see, friend. I'll grow even stronger. Just you wait when next we meet. The bodies found here. Who could expect any... Just you wait.
All right, and then he just repeats into it. This poor guy. All he wants to do is be a big, awesome warrior for his folks back in Jarburg. Let's go ahead and touch this and rest for a second. That should be that. Now, before we go, let's read the Star Scourge Remembrance. The Red Lion General wielded gravitational powers which he learned in Celia during his younger days, all so he would never have to abandon his beloved but scrawny steed. Dude is awesome. Anyway, that about does it for tonight. Next time, we will be heading up in this general direction. There's catacombs there that we can explore, and then we are going to start taking on the northern part of Caelid. So that's about it. Appreciate you guys stopping in. If you're watching this live, I appreciate you getting eyes on the cause. If you're watching this at a later time, same dealio. Thanks for watching. If you can, like I said, if you can donate, go ahead and click on the link in the comments, and you can donate there. If you can, great. If you can't, no obligation whatsoever. No guilt trips either. I always hated getting guilt trips if I couldn't afford to donate. If you can't donate, but you still feel like doing something, go ahead and hit the share button and maybe get some more eyes on the cause. The more that we can get for the wife to be able to minimize that financial burden to get out there for a once-in-a-lifetime experience, the better. Very much appreciated. Y'all take care. Have a great night, and we'll probably see you again tomorrow. Probably around the same time. Take care. Thanks for watching.